What is up? It's Chelsea back at it again with another nerdy bookish video. Now in today's video, we're going to be doing the January book tag created by the one and only Jan of Jan Agaton here on BookTube. If you aren't subscribed to Jan already, please do. I'll have her linked down below. Number 1, what is the first and last book that you read last year? My first read of 2021 is Sky Beyond the Storm, which is the conclusion to the Embers series by Sabathir. This was a pretty good finale. I didn't cry as much as I thought I would. If you haven't read An Ember in the Ashes, you are missing out. It's only 4 books. They go by really quick, except for maybe book 3. They have really good characters, except for maybe Helene. Yeah, 4 stars. This is the first book I read last year. My last book of the year was the Atlas 6. This is the self-published copy. It did get picked up by Tor, I believe, so it will be re-released this year in hardcover, but this cover just looks better to me. This was another 4-star read, very dark academia, giving you all the dark vibes. It's gonna be a series, so I'm looking forward to that. It should be fun. Question number 2, first read of 2022. I did myself a solid and I reread Sheets as my first book for 2022. This is a graphic novel about a girl who makes friends with a ghost, and in this world, all the ghosts are in sheets. Tita! Number 3 is to share 3 of your reading goals. So I did make a video about this already. I do want to read down my owned TBR. I have about 100 books going into the new year. This is the most unread books that I've owned at one time. And my girlfriend makes me feel really guilty whenever I buy more books without reading the ones I already own. Am I gonna have to film with you on me? Is that what we're doing? Ah! My second goal of the year is to keep up with my reading journal. I try to keep a bullet journal. I try to keep a planner basically every year, and I fail every single time. I stick to it for a few months and then I just fall off. So I found this really awesome notebook at Five Below, and I plan on keeping up with it. We're at the end of January right now, and so far so good. If y'all want to see a flip through of this, I wouldn't mind filming one. I promise you it is not interesting, but if that's something y'all want to see, let me know in the comments down below. Another goal I've set for myself this year is to allow myself to reread books. Now I'm already off to a good start. I started my year off rereading Sheets, but I don't want that to be my last reread. I really want to take some time this year to revisit some old favorites. I already have some ideas in mind. I may do some themed reading vlogs for those. Number 4 is 3 of your most anticipated releases. As you'll see in my January wrap-up, I just read The Astonishing Color of After by Emily X.R. Pan. This was published back in 2018, I believe, so all the rest of y'all who read this right when it came out have been waiting this whole time for her next book. Her next release is going to be called An Arrow to the Moon, and I cannot wait to pick it up. And if you haven't already read The Astonishing Color of After, you need to, because I slept on it for literal years and I am regretful. One of my most anticipated books for this year is going to be Our Crooked Hearts by Melissa Albert. Melissa Albert wrote The Hazelwood, which is one of my all-time favorite books. Definitely an unpopular opinion. I own 3 different editions of this book. I love it. This is one of the books I plan to reread. So I have no idea what this next book is about, but it has a rabbit on the cover and I'm sold. And who would I be if I didn't have Cassandra Clare on this list? The last book in the Last Hour series, Chain of Thorns, is supposed to come out sometime this year, and I cannot wait to get my hands on it. I love Chain of Gold. I loved Chain of Iron. Cassandra Clare she can continue to write all the Shadowhunter books she wants, and I will continue to buy them. And I am not the only one. I am not the only one. Number 5 is what goals did you reach or not reach last year? So I didn't really set any goals One of the kind of goals that I had last year was to read my Charmed books. I have about 20 of these bad boys. I need to read these. I am very nostalgic when it comes to Charmed. I used to watch it with my mom when it was first airing, so it holds a special place in my heart. I used to buy these as they were coming out when I was younger, and I was able to get my hands on a bunch of them a couple years back, and I just haven't read any of them. I was thinking about doing a couple of themed vlogs for these as well. I know Charmed is kind of niche, and I don't think it's aged very well at all, but I still love it and I'm still gonna read them, so let me know if you want to come along. Number 6, are there any new releases coming out this year that you have no interest in? I'm going with that Colleen Hoover book that just came out. I've never read anything by Colleen Hoover, but I find when other people start talking about her and her books, my brain just kind of spaces out and I don't know, I just don't have any desire. Number 7, what are some reading habits you want to change this year? Now, this may sound really weird, but I want to prioritize reading more at work. I am blessed with a job that has a lot of downtime. I really want to use that extra time to read. I will literally get paid to read. But since I really want this channel to grow, it makes perfect sense to prioritize more time for reading. And what better way to do that while I'm at work? Number 8, are there any adaptations that you're excited for this year? The Heartstopper adaptation is supposed to be coming out soon, and who doesn't want to watch a TV show about 2 adorable little cinnamon roll boys falling in love? I do believe season 2 of Shadow and Bone may be coming out this year. I adore Six of Crows. Do you love Six of Crows too, Tita? Ooh, Tots, do you love Six of Crows? Yeah? I will devour any Six of Crows content I can get my hands on, so I will definitely be watching that if it comes out this year. I really hope it does. Number 9, favorite bookish memory of last year. Not only is this my favorite bookish memory, but it's also just my favorite memory of last year. My girlfriend and I were able to move into our first house this year, and she let me use the master bedroom as my library. You only have a view of my window. Don't mind this, but my shelves, this whole library is completely trashed. I'm actually in the process of getting it cleaned up. I would take you along with me for that, but it's bad in here. I don't want y'all to see that. If y'all want to see what it looks like after it's clean, we can do a little tour of the room if you'd like. But that is my favorite bookish memory, just being able to have my home library. I've wanted to be Belle my whole life. You too have floor-to-ceiling bookshelves, and I have taken the first step to get there, and I love them. Number 10, any carryovers from last year that you still plan on finishing? I have a whole list. Did I need my hands? Do any of the rest of y'all have this problem? I was gonna go through and show you each and every one of the books that I've started and plan to continue, but I really wanted to take this opportunity to show off my favorite book purchase of last year. I've already mentioned in this video that I love Cassandra Clare and the Shadowhunter books. My favorite series of hers being the Dark Artifices. I got my hands on the Fairy Loot editions. I believe these are the 5-year anniversary editions. Last year I started a reread of Lady Midnight, and this year I would like to continue on with the entire series so I can annotate the shit out of them. Now, I will not be annotating these. These stay on my shelves so they can just sit there and look pretty. I will be annotating my original set, but I just really wanted an excuse to show these off because they are just, so pretty. That is it. Thank you so much for sticking with me and Tita through the filming of this video. I really hope I can salvage the footage. She was a big pain in my butt. But thank you so much for being here with me today. Talk to me down in the comments. That would be awesome. If y'all want to subscribe, I have more videos coming soon. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye. Okay, Tita, you win. I'm done.